Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly you became aware of yourself, your hands, your face, the way you're walking, even the way you're speaking? Nothing changed. The room is the same, the people are the same, but somehow you feel like you're being watched. And here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes the person judging you the most isn't anyone in the room, it's you. Psychology has a name for the intense and persistent fear of being judged or scrutinized by others. But it doesn't always begin with something dramatic. Sometimes it begins with something almost invisible. You start rehearsing simple conversations in your head. Before you speak, you already imagine how the other person might react. So you change the sentence, then change it again. And sometimes you simply decide not to say anything. Not because you have nothing to say, but because being misunderstood feels worse than staying silent. Then something else happens. Someone suddenly looks at you, and your attention leaves the conversation and turns toward yourself. How am I standing? Do I look nervous? Did my voice sound strange? For a few seconds, you're no longer experiencing the moment. You're watching yourself experience it. And this is where the mind becomes strange. Because after the interaction ends, the conversation may continue inside your head. You remember one sentence, one pause, one expression on their face, and suddenly, a completely ordinary moment becomes evidence against you. Why did I say that? Did they notice? Did I look stupid? You replay the scene, looking for mistakes that may not even exist. And eventually, you begin avoiding situations before they even happen. You don't skip the party because you don't want to go. You skip it because you already imagined yourself feeling uncomfortable there. You don't avoid speaking because you have nothing to say. You avoid it because you imagine the moment when everyone might look at you. And avoidance creates something dangerous. Relief. You stay home, and your anxiety drops. So your brain learns something. Avoiding that situation made me feel better. And the next time, it becomes easier to avoid it again. This is why the problem isn't always the situation itself. Sometimes, it's the meaning your mind has attached to being seen. A small mistake becomes embarrassment. Embarrassment becomes rejection. And rejection becomes, something is wrong with me. But here's the part most people miss. You may not actually be afraid of people. You may not actually be afraid of people. You may be afraid of the version of yourself that you believe they can see. The confident version, the awkward version, the intelligent version, the stupid version, the version that knows exactly what to say, and the version that suddenly forgets everything. And when you become obsessed with how you're being perceived, you stop asking, what do I actually want to do? And start asking, how will this make me look? That's when other people's imagined opinions begin controlling your real behavior. So if you've recognized yourself in this, don't immediately label yourself. Feeling shy isn't automatically social anxiety. Feeling nervous isn't weakness. And one awkward conversation doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. But if the fear of being judged becomes persistent, starts controlling what you do, or keeps you from living the life you actually want, then it's worth paying attention to. Because sometimes, the cage isn't built by other people. You build it by constantly watching yourself through their eyes. And the moment you stop living just to manage how you're perceived, you finally become free to be seen. Not perfectly, just honestly,